those lower vibrations show up even louder when you have fear because they're wanting change, but the fear is blocking them from change. And then the lower vibration is keeping them more in their fear. And it's this perpetual. Hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, love, attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are going to dive right in. We are going to talk about lower vibrations and how they can hinder your manifesting journey, your life, your existence. These little suckers will literally drain the life force energy out of you. So, first thing that I want to share with you is that a lower vibration or an entity or an energy or an attachment, if you can see it as a dark cloud that kind of lingers right around your auric field, right? And what this dark cloud can do is it can make you think certain thoughts. It can make you want to go to the kitchen cabinet 5 times in a row in a half an hour. It can make you want to have more alcohol. It can make you want to go spend more money on those lottery tickets when you've already spent enough, right? It's this thing that amplifies your addictions, your emotions. Maybe you're thinking negative thoughts. Well, it's going to make those negative thoughts louder. And this energy feeds off of fear. So if you're watching something that is very fearful, like a scary movie, you are opening up your auric field and saying, okay, you can come to me, lower vibration, and you do not want to do that. So we have to set up protective bubbles around us before we go out and engage in the world. And this can happen in your own home just by literally, say you put on a YouTube video right before you go to sleep, and you know how the YouTube video ends and then another one just starts randomly playing. Well, you have no idea what that second video is going to be. So I would highly recommend that you make a playlist and you make sure that it stops eventually. You do not want random videos playing in your subconscious while you're sleeping. Okay. Do not leave your TV on while you're sleeping. Commercials about cancer and medicines and all these different things. You do not want that to be around you in your most vulnerable time at nighttime when you're sleeping. That's when your subconscious, it's like that box is wide open. So these lower vibrations, they feed on fear. They attach like a dark cloud. And when you're in it, you feel like all of your emotions are amplified. So I learned this early on before I even started taking clients. I was a teacher and I would come home from the school day and I would binge eat. And it wouldn't be like a overboard binge, but it would just be like, Michelle, like you just had lunch like 2 hours ago. Why are you now coming home and just like really stuffing your face when you need to go work out later? You have no energy. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? It's like I was setting myself up to just feel awful for the rest of the night. And I'm home from work and I want to go do things. But what was happening was I was interacting with 30 plus students every hour of the day. And as a PE teacher, I'm in the gym. So it's not just my class in the gym. There might be 3 other classes in the gym. And then I'm in the locker room with all of the girls from those 3 classes. So my energy body was reaching hundreds of kids every single day. No wonder why I was coming home and needing to binge eat and sleep and nap, because I didn't know that I was this sensitive being, this empath. And here I am seeing so many kids. And now that I look back on it, it's so cool how God had me there to help those kids. I was a bright light. They were, absorbing my light. I was then taking the dark cloud from them so they would leave my class feeling amazing. But then I didn't have any tools to clear myself. So I suffered for a long time. And what I learned to do was I learned a cleansing routine. My mentor taught me how to cleanse. As soon as I would get in my Jeep after the day, I would have lavender water. I would command my space and I would spray the lavender water. And spraying myself with lavender water immediately got rid of my headaches. And commanding my space, it was like this energy just jumped off of my body and I felt so fun. I felt joyful. I wanted to turn up the music. I was like dancing and singing on the way home. I know that I have a lower vibration on me when I'm in a car and the music is not on. If that's happening to me and you're around me, you're like, Michelle, go cleanse your energy. Because I am always in my inner child when I'm driving or when there's an opportunity to listen to music. I jump at the chance to sing, dance, and play. So I know that that's my natural state of being. And that took years of me releasing traumas to get to that joyful spot in my body. Because a lot of my clients, they don't know what joy is. They're like, I don't really know what true happiness is. I'm so calloused over by being smushed in childhood that I can't access that. And imagine not being able to access that. And then you're picking up these lower vibrations throughout the day. No wonder why manifestations are not coming, or your life's not picking up, or you have maybe terrible habits and you're beating yourself up. Like, why am I so lazy? Why am I procrastinating? Lower vibrations can come in the spirit of procrastination, the spirit of laziness, the spirit of overeating, the spirit of over shopping, the spirit of door dashing, the spirit of obsessively gossiping or complaining. It takes on your psyche. It starts to want to call you to action, to stay in a state of lack, fear, scarcity, on a loop, repeating the same thing over and over again. So when I started to get in my Jeep after the school day and I would spray myself, and then all of a sudden, I would command the space and the entity would be gone and I'd be feeling so good. I had the whole rest of my day and I would go see my nieces. I would take them to go get froyo. I would cleanse their energy too and make sure they got the purge from the day before they went to bed that night. I just felt like I had so much more energy to go work out. And it was all because I learned this routine. And then when I started taking clients and opening myself up to become a Reiki practitioner, I learned a whole new world of energetic boundaries. And then the entities and energies got a little bit more difficult. So say I have a client call in the evening, right? And maybe it's dark out and I don't really want to walk alone, which is normally like a good cleansing routine for me. And I take a bath, I think I'm cleansing, and then I get in bed, and then all of a sudden I'm like drifting off to sleep. And this is another way a lower vibration is on your field, is I was drifting off to sleep, and then I would get a flash of like a murder scene, or I'd get a flash of a gory face, or I'd get it's like a bad dream, right? You're drifting off to sleep and something is waking you up, and it's like a violent scene. This is what lower vibrations do to us. Okay. They put something in your field for you to see to keep you in fear. And the old me did not know this. And I literally thought that, these bad things were going to happen. Sometimes I would see family members getting hurt in these scenes, or any kind of dark dream or vision that you're having. You 100% need to cleanse your field like right now. And in this video, we are going to do a clearing. I am going to open up the space for you all to receive a clearing from me, because these things are real and vibrations are real, and there are lower vibrations out there, and they can make us think certain thoughts that drive us to take action to literally implode our lives, right? Like, we can self-sabotage to the point of having no money. We can self-sabotage our health. And what if it's all because you just don't know how to clear this vibration off of you? And it just keeps whispering in your ear, one more. Don't get up. Don't create that video. Don't start the business. Have another drink. Go get another lottery ticket and do nothing with your life. That's what that vibration wants you to do. It wants you to waste all of your money, and it wants to keep you in fear, and it wants you to be unhealthy. And we have to put a stop to it. Okay. So when I learned this, I was like, oh my gosh, think about all the people with addictions. They're literally living with attachments on them and they don't even know it. And no wonder why it's so difficult for them to stop. And yes, there are so many other factors that come into play with addictions. I'm not saying it's all lower vibrations, but it amplifies it. It makes it harder. And I know when I started my Reiki practice, people would come to me and they would say, Michelle, I just left you and I feel so light. I feel like you've removed something that I've been carrying for 10 years. And that's what it is. It's a lower vibrational attachment that is just on our field, and it can stay as long as it wants because you're not commanding it to leave. And that is what we're going to do here. I'm going to teach you how to command your spaces, how to command your car, how to command your home, your office, how to be one-on-one with somebody, and to put up a shield. And maybe even ask the other person's higher self and maybe Archangel Michael to say, please clear their field of all lower vibrations right now. I command all lower vibrations to leave me and this field and this person in front of me right now. And we can protect our friends and family too. The first mentor that I had, her name was Midge, and she lived about 45 minutes south from me. I went and saw her after my daughter passed away in 2012. And she told me, she goes, oh, sweet one. She's like, you're going to be dispelling spirits one day. You're going to be kind of a sage energy where you might be drawn to go to darker places to purge the energy there. And that freaked me out. And I was like, see ya. I was like, I don't want to do that. And she told me that's one of my gifts is being able to cleanse people, being able to do it because they aren't aware of it, or being able to do it because they're not strong enough. Or maybe, oh, this is a good one. My guides just said, if you do not believe you can do it yourself, you won't. So for me, the commanding voice, me saying lower vibrational energies, entities, attachments, you must leave now. I believe it when I'm saying that. You are not going to allow these energies and entities and attachments to cling to you. You are going to command your energy. And one of the best practices that you can have to not even have one attached to you is having a fit, clear, positively charged, high vibrational body. If you are exercising every day, if you're getting out into nature at least for 10 minutes, if you're putting clean food in your body, you're taking showers or baths to cleanse your energy organically, you are meditating, your field is so bright, these lower vibrations, they can't just hop onto you. You have to be in a low state for them to come to you. Okay, so if you keep your energy high, they can't attach to you. So your job is to work on your vibration every single day, because the higher you are, the less likely you are to pick up one of these energies. Now, as a light worker, like for me, one of my jobs is to pull energy from people, to pull that dark cloud off of my clients. Almost all of my clients, within 10 minutes of the Zoom call, I can see their eyes change. It's because at the start of the call, before I hit admit for them to come into my Zoom, I am already demanding that that lower vibration leave my client, because I do not want to interfering with our call, and I want to protect my client. I want to protect myself. I call in my angels and my guides on every session. And I'm telling you, within 10 minutes, my client's eyes are bright again. And you can tell. You can tell when somebody has a lower vibration because they just look tired. They look exhausted, and you can see it in yourself. If you are overly crying about grief or somebody you lost years ago and you're like, why is this so heightened right now? You might have a lower vibration on you. And it's so beautiful that we are in our power and we can control this. And when you're in your grief, we're now what? We're more susceptible to receiving more lower vibrations because we're in a lower state. So we just have to be mindful. Okay, if I'm a little depressed today, let me clear my energy, make sure there's no lower vibration on me. Okay, I've cleared my energy now, but I still feel a little depressed. Maybe this is just me going through a rebirth. Maybe I'm purging some trauma, but I'm going to be very, very protective of where I go during this time, because if I'm already in a low state, I'm not going to go to the grocery store and open myself up to those energies. I'm not going to get on a call with 10 or 15 different people to open myself up to receive something if there's not a healer on the other end of that call, right? You're going to protect yourself when you're in a low state until you can raise your vibe and then go out into the world. These are all things I teach in my Soul Accelerator program. It is a 6-week program where 10 women get together and I teach you how to do all of this. And you begin to take your health back. You're kicking ass with strong, motivating habits again. You're not procrastinating. You're not being lazy because you learned how to clear your energy and how to keep the momentum going to do your soul mission. These things will stop you from doing your mission. So let's drop our shoulders. Let's get right into it. I'm going to do a little clearing for you all right now. So drop your shoulders, take a few deep breaths, just settle in. Somebody needs to put their head back, roll your neck a few times. Entities and attachments tend to attach to the neck and to the spine and to the shoulders, and it makes you feel very, very heavy. All right, hand on your heart, hand on your belly. We're going to call in our guides, Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron. Please remove all lower vibrations from the collective listening to this right now, and myself. All lower vibrational entities, energies, attachments, you must leave now. You must leave now. We are only allowing the highest and whitest light to surround our bodies in all 32 layers of our auric field. For some of you, it might feel really nice to stand up and jump up and down and kind of shake out the energy. Sometimes I like to swipe off my neck, off the back of my head. And then pay attention to how you feel right now. Where are your thoughts? How do you feel? Do you feel a little bit more calm? Do you feel blank? Do you feel open? A softness, a sweetness about you again? A little glimmer of, oh, I want to go do this. I can't wait for this video to be over so I can go get started with my day, or I can go cook a yummy meal for myself. And when you do this clearing, you can actually do it before you leave your house. And at the end of the clearing, you can say, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please put a protective white bubble around me as I move throughout my day, in my car, keep me safe while I'm driving. If you kind of do it ahead of time, you're preparing your field to be out in the world and you've already put up your protection. Okay. And then when you're out in public and you're kind of like, oh, I'm feeling an energy here, remove yourself and go do this clearing in the bathroom. There's so many times where I leave groups of people and I go to the bathroom and I jump up and down. And I'm like, I don't know whose energy this is, but all over vibrations, you must leave right now. I'm always doing this. And it's a dance. You're learning what your energy feels like, and you're learning what the energy of others feels like, and you're learning when you have a lower vibration around you. And if you can become the master of this, you will feel so empowered. And even for me, sometimes, like I said, when I get done client sessions, that's normally where I pick them up from because I don't really go out into the public too much. I'm always by myself in nature or at my gym where there's only like one or two people in there with me. I live a very secluded life because I am this way. But also, I'll get back to what I was saying, but sometimes I just leave my house and I run into a neighbor who's in a low vibration. And I'm like, oh man, now I got to go do that routine and I got to go cleanse, but I do it because I know that if I don't do it, my legs will feel heavy. I'll start to have those flashing thoughts. I'll start to lose my words. It's not stuttering. It's not when my throat chakra is going nuts. It's like I can't find the words. It's like that energy is stopping me from speaking and it's interrupting my speech. And that's when I know I got to clear something. So what I wanted to get back to was when I'm on client calls and then I hop off, I immediately have to go walk outside, right? I have to go drop off the energy from them. And I will text them and say, hey, like you had a strong vibration on you. I just want you to get stronger with your practice because I can feel it right now. And I'm not saying that my client has bad energy. But if that client has children and they were just at school and another kid brought a lower vibration to school, their kid picked it up, they brought it home to them, and then they're on the call with me, thank God, and I can cleanse them, but then I have it, so then I know how to do it for myself. So it becomes this chain. But if I don't tell them that I'm feeling that way after a call, they have no idea that they were carrying that from their children. So then it inspires them to spray their children with lavender water as soon as they get home from school, teach their children to jump up and down, and to command that the beautiful bright white light angels come in and clear their field. Like that's empowering. So I encourage you all to do that too. So after I take my walk and command my space after my client calls, sometimes that lower vibration is so strong that they were carrying. I go to bed that night and I have nightmares like I talked about, or I wake up and I am in like the worst mood and it feels like I'll never get out of it. And I'm like, is there a full moon? What are the planets doing? And it's persistent. I really feel like, what is wrong with me? And I don't normally feel that way. And then I circle back, right? This is advice for all of you. You circle back and you say, who did I last see? Who did I last talk to? Was it via text? Was it Zoom? Was it in person? They all matter. Okay. You can receive a low vibration through a text. And I traced it back to one of my clients who works in a hospital setting and it's very, very stressful. So I realized, okay, I picked up something from a hospital, which is one of the densest places you can be, right? So what I had to do was I had to do like a double clearing. I had to go for like a 45-minute walk outside. And within like 30 minutes of the walk, I was like, oh, I was back to my inner child. I was turning up the music on my AirPods and I was like, yes, I'm back. This feels so good. And it's like a shift. It's like all of a sudden you go from feeling like life sucks to, ooh, I have all these ideas and motivation and I want to dance and I want to sing. That is the difference between low vibration and high vibration. High vibration feels like possibility. It feels like joy. It feels like blank, right? You just feel blank and open. Low vibration feels like negativity. I'll never get anything done. I don't want to do anything. I'm tired. I just want to keep eating, but nothing satisfies me. I need to quickly have another, carbonated drink to make me feel good because water's boring me, or I have to text somebody to reaffirm that I'm okay in my life financially, whatever it is. You are in a low vibration. So these are all ways for you to really look at yourself and your energy and start to take inventory. And if you want help doing this, you can join my 6-week Soul Accelerator program. It is powerful. And you get to be with me for 6 weeks learning about all of this. And we are going to go into way more detailed work around energy and lower vibrations and how it affects your mission work and your fears. Those lower vibrations show up even louder when you have fear, right? Say you have financial fear right now, you are just consistently in a low state. You need a coach. You need community. You need creativity in your life. You need to be doing things to pull you out of that dark time. And that's why I created this program, because so many women are in that lower state because they're wanting change, but the fear is blocking them from change. And then the lower vibration is keeping them more in their fear. And it's this perpetual cycle, and they just need a coach and a community to encourage them to go, all right, another step out. You can do it. You can do it. And then for 6 weeks, you're getting that support that you need. And you're around me, you're getting a clearing every single week. Okay, so if you feel called to join, everything is below. I even put it in the comments. I'm sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. And also don't forget, you can join Awaken Your Magic, which is $44 a month. And you also will be in there around high vibrational people as well. Okay, you get all my courses, you get support. I put your name in a little spinny wheel and we do free readings every single month. So I want to support you all in whatever way I can, because these lower vibrations are real. These entities and attachments are real, and we need, and it might even get stronger, and we need to have a routine and have people to support us so that we can truly believe that we can do it for ourselves, which will then enhance our lives and open up our energy to receive manifestations. Sending you all so much love. Thank you for supporting me and my channel, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.